coming. Welcome to the future of Colorado football.
Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section. And turn your post notification bell on to all so you'll know when I'm dropping this heat. And we gonna get started today on this heat and a hater. You know, there's always them haters. The haters are everywhere. But this is not an unusual hater. This is not a hater we've never seen before. This is a common hater, an everyday hater, and it's Coach JB. And once again, he talking stuff he don't know. And then Matt McChesney bring his big loud mouth ass in the scene. I don't know why he hang with these people. But y'all, we gonna start on it right here. Let's get started.
Warren Sapp. I'm going to go on Whitlock today. I'm sure he's going to ask me about it. He got hired as an analyst. I want to be clear. He's not a coach. For everybody out there, he's not a D-line coach. He's not anybody coach. He's an analyst, meaning he'll be some sort of special assistant to deionsanders there at Colorado. That happened. They also hired I believe a motivating specialist or something they called him?
Yeah, from IMG.
Yeah, what's his name? Craig or whatever?
Hangman, Hangster, something like that.
Rewind it, baby. Let me see what he says.
I am fortunate enough to be able to serve you as your new Director of Leadership and Engagement.
Leadership and engagement. I don't know what that means necessarily from like a broad spectrum, but another NFL vet in there helping coach, so.
All right, what's your take on both of these hires?
Look,
is Warren Sapp real? Is Warren Sapp really going to be able to do this thing? Because I've heard everything from he has no time. That's why he wasn't the D-line coach. He didn't have the time to do it. I'm trying to figure out where you at with these hires. What do you think from them? And go ahead.
Well, first off, I hope all the fuckboys in Colorado country, are you going to go after Coach Sapp as hard as you went after me? Because he's on Whitlock every goddamn week. And now he works for the school. So are you going to...
He's on Whitlock every day.
Yeah, every day. So I'm not advocating that you do it, but because some consistency would be nice. I like the fact that he's there, but again, how much does he actually get to go work with the defensive line? That's really the key, because if he's not working directly with the pass rushers, the three techniques specifically, the three technique play last year in Boulder was fucking terrible. So if he can figure out how to get one of these cats to play at a high level like he did at that position, which when you're playing an over-under front, if your three technique's a bad man, bro, you're going to be a pretty good defense. I mean, that's what I played in college. Smitty, that's what you played in college, right?
Yeah.
The three technique and an over-under front, that's the Aaron Donald position.
For a person to say they know a lot, that claims they know a lot about football, Coach JB actually knows absolutely jack crap about football. And if you're going to talk about a topic, especially on your show, consider that you call yourself a so-called guy that knows football and a lot about football. At least know about the people you're speaking of. For one, George Hagerman is a Super Bowl winner. He won Super Bowl with Prime in Dallas. Is an All-American in college, first and second team. And an all-around great football guy. Comes from IMG. But if you don't know these things, why are you even speaking on the topic? And Sapp is a GA. He's not an analyst. He says he's an analyst, but he's not an analyst. Sapp is a GA. He's registered in the school for classes. But for somebody that knows football, or somebody that's speaking on a topic and knows nothing, JB needs to stop. And Matt wonder why he doesn't have the access that he really, really wants. Because you hang around with these clowns, and then when you get to a topic, you have no information. How do you speak on the topic and know nothing about it? But let's get back.
Who's the actual D-line coach there, Matt? Or do you
I don't
remember? Okay, no worries. So I guess my only concern, I would say, if anything, is just like the overstepping in certain situations. Now I get it. He's a Hall of Fame. We know how great Warren Sapp is, but at the end of the day, your position right now is the quality control, assistant or coach, whatever. I'm afraid, or my only, I guess, fear, I would say, is just, in certain situations, the actual D-line coach is there teaching the guys to do something one way, and then Warren is jumping in, telling them to do something another way, and now they're bumping heads, and the players are seeing that, and that could, potentially be an issue.
First of all, he's an analyst. If he gets caught coaching, they're going to be a problem.
So he's not even allowed. So he's not even legally allowed to even
coach as an analyst.
No, you're only allowed 10 full-time coaches. Those 10 full-time coaches are the guys on the field. They're in practice, recruiting, etc.
Really?
Now,
so you're telling me that
I believe in needing helping it. I mean, listen,
that's interesting.
We're not going to tell on nobody, but it happens everywhere, obviously, right?
Obviously.
But 10 coaches is the rule. Now you can have GAs can coach. GAs on the field can coach, which you saw at USC and other things. He's a paid analyst. GAs are not paid. They get stipends from their degree and their financial aid and their scholarship. There's a difference, just FYI. He is an analyst, so he'll get paid a certain amount of money. He cannot coach hands-on legally by the definition of the NCAA rules. So who knows? I don't know. But Matt and I know great players have historically been the worst coaches.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard.
Yeah. And I know that's where you're leading to. Everything I've seen or I've known, I haven't seen him coach at all. I know he went to help out a little bit, tried to help out at Miami, and that didn't work out.
And see, this is what happens when you do shows with idiots. No one knows what they're talking about. Warren Sapp is a GA. Prime told you when he got hired, when he was going to hire him, he was going to hire him as a GA. You think with all the eyes on Colorado, Coach Prime is going to hire Warren Sapp as an analyst where he can't do the work? Are you stupid? Are you out of your mind? Do you think if they tried to hire Warren Sapp as an analyst, with all the recording that they do, with all the posting and people watching and the eyes on the game, they're not going to put Warren Sapp in a position where he can coach until the headline coach comes back, the head offensive line coach comes back, which is South Sincerity. Warren Sapp will be the line coach of the defense, working on the interior, and he told y'all what he gonna do. Probably the lineman assignment. And that's what he's trying to do. He gonna have everybody together and right. But anyway, let's get back to the two idiots, because Smitty is not a big idiot.
He's now on Whitlock doing these things. He had to get his degree. So here's some things I heard. You have to get your degree to be hired as an analyst, FYI. So I think he went to some school, Whitlock was telling me, Texas Seminary Christian University, where he just finished his Bachelor of Arts in Christian Sports Management. So he got that done. And that's how he's now got hired. So my thing is, I don't know if he had the degree, a year ago, would he have been the D-line coach right now? Who knows? But he got the degree. That's why he wasn't on campus until now. So he got his degree, and now he's able to be hired. I know about this school. Trust me, it's not a real fucking hard degree path. But listen, I don't know what impact he'll have this late in the game. It's already spring ball, right? It's spring ball. He can't really coach. He's going to be an analyst to Deion.
What does that even mean? Honestly, I don't even know what a quality control is.
Defensive analyst, and then there's analyst. So there's offensive, defensive analyst, right? That means basically you're doing a lot of what the StatDat guys do. You're breaking down the film. You're breaking down scouting reports. You're putting together plans. You're putting together books. you're putting together, this is third down tendency coach in the game. So Deion has a list of certain things. The OC or the DC is giving this cat duties to come up with a bunch of data. I mean, I have like descriptions I can pull up probably.
I thought that's what the GA did though. That's why I'm a little confused. It's like, it's almost like an extension of the GA.
Nah, GAs now can coach on the field and in the game. They can coach. They're the ones you see, at SC, they got the colored fucking jerseys on. I mean, the GAs are the grunts and doing the work. These are analysts are a little bit older. You're not hiring Warren Sapp to be a GA.
Right.
They're hiring him as an analyst. So he doesn't have the, I don't know, what do you want to call it, if it's ego or not, but it's an analyst title, which is a paid title. So you're not going to put him as a 20-year-old GA situation. I don't think.
From
now,
a title standpoint, yeah.
The other hire is the one that I got cringe vibes from listening to him talk when they introduced him. Only reason I say that is Deion is the guy. He's like the figurehead to me. And
now, before we get into George, this is what I'm talking about. When you don't know what you're talking about, you shouldn't speak on it because Warren Sapp is a GA. And being that Matt is such a Colorado guy, such a guy with the inside and knows everything, you're going on this show. So why don't you call in the building or call somebody associated with the team, because you have that much status that you can do that, and say, hey, what is Warren Sapp official status with the team? Because I don't know, and I'm going on this show today, and I want to have the right information. But if you're such a Colorado guy, that's what you do. And that's why you don't have the access you want, because you go on YouTube and do stupid shit like this.
Deion's this guy too. So I'm trying to figure out what this guy does, I guess. So
leadership and engagement
preaches the same shit as this guy does. Like, I don't understand what.
He's probably the go-to guy though, when more than anybody, JB, as the head coach. You got so much on your plate that I'm sure there are just moments or certain little things that maybe the players don't need to come to you for, but they would still like to have some sort of leader in the room who can come through for, whether it's just advice. It could be someone with class, it could be someone with like real life, like just have someone there who can handle some of the smaller day-to-day things before going up the chain, so to speak, and get into Deion. That's my initial gut feeling. Everything needs to come to the head guy for every single thing, and this just kind of helps take a little bit off of Deion's plate, so he can focus, kind of keep the main thing.
Yeah. D Jones, I hear what you're saying, but I just FYI, you don't need a IMG pipeline to hire a coach anymore. Have you seen what social media does? You know who Deion Sanders is? I don't think kids need to find out who Deion Sanders is by hiring an IMG coach, bro.
So they just hired the coach, Jordan Seaton's coach from high school.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then that's Breck's coach. Breck was just here for the week, coach, working out before he went back to IMG. So I'm sure he's walking in this morning to, you're going to get a new offensive line coach. So that's the business of this. Look, man, the coaches jump from high school to college constantly. And then in college, a lot of these coaches don't want to deal with college kids anymore and don't want to deal with the runaround. So that's their way to jump to the NFL. So it's.
Hey, by the way, Deion ain't even fucking recruiting high school. What do you mean? What do you need a high school pipeline for, D Jones? He's not even recruiting high school right now.
They don't recruit high school kids at all, bro. Look.
So what do you need a pipeline for?
They recruit them, but they're not relying on them. Exactly. They may bring them in, but they're not relying on high school kids. On the 6th, this upcoming Saturday, I'm going to take up a big group of all the guys I work with in state. And, if they look at them, cool. If they don't, well, then that'll be consistent, and they'll go to the transfer portal and get veterans. That's the way that they're building the team.
Okay, that's that. We're going to do it right there. These guys are idiots. Matt is the biggest idiot in the room, because before you go on a show where you know that they're going to talk shit about the head coach of your university and the school that you proclaim that you love so much, you should go in there full of information and full of shit to say about your coach and that team, because you know it's coming. It's not like you don't know you walking into this. You walk into it every time. But you go in there unarmed, unable to defend yourself, or unable to give the right information, which makes you look like an idiot, not only to the people in the chat, but the people at your school that also watches the bullshit. Because believe me, they watch the bullcrap. None of these guys, you gotta give Smitty a pass, because Smitty is always on the prime defense and speaking up for what he believes. But Matt's an idiot. I took out the Jason Whitlock comment where he said that I don't know why they got Sapp, because Sapp is still working with Whitlock every week. Yeah, Sapp does, but Sapp doesn't go on the show and try to tear down the school or prime. Jason Whitlock tried that one time with Warren Sapp and got ate up. He will never do that again. With you sat there and gave him more dirt and more lies and more bull crap. That's why you don't have the access that you have. Because you deal with people like this who constantly spit dirt on the school and you won't stop it. But that's it, man. We out. We gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.